attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense down on you like that.
On offense, here are the Warriors. It's been 10 unanswered points. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Freak.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
2 on the clock. And that's not going to go. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for them. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Hicks, he's in at point guard. Looney out there with Stoudemire. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks really delivered. He ended with 7 points, and he also was creating for others by getting the ball in a position to score it. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Now here's Rivers following the miss by Freak. They double him with Freak. Out to West. Lee outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Rivers can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 5. Freak with it. 12 points for him. Inside. Ball's knocked loose. And a wide open look for Lee. Sinks the three-pointer. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Yeah, in the deep.
A different look now for San Antonio. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. The Warriors on top. They lead by 3. And a chance.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, you haven't seen much work put in off the bench thus far. When we see that second unit after the break, what are you hoping to see from them?
I just want to have a semblance of motion so that they know where they're going and the ball moves. They don't play in a crowd. Just basically see if they know what they're doing.
We'll see, Coach. Thanks for the time. Guys.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling. He checked in for San Antonio. Golden State also making some changes. Livingston's checked in for Cauley Stein, and Freak subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Terrence Jones out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Collison in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. He kicks it to Leonard. From the baseline. The shot's good. Collison making the play. And that's 17 points for Leonard. Warriors leading by 8. Inside, here's Green, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Collison dishes. 11 feet away, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Spurs have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. A different look now for San Antonio. Lee's checked in for Green, and it's Rivers in for Darren Collison. Leonard hits them both.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Hicks to the left wing. Curry kicks to Freak. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Aldridge. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs in their last game, a loss to Oklahoma City.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys, and they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
Don't usually see him shooting the three. 15 points for Freak.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Here's Jones. It's rebounded by Golden State. They've led by as much as 10. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Freak. In for his 7th make in 13 tries. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Shot clock at 5. Jones with it. Now Green defending. Again, the miss by Jones.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Lets it go from 11, and Freak gets it to go on the assist by Curry. 21 points for Freak. Spurs trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Rivers passes to Jones.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The Spurs making a switch here. West is checked in. Stoudemire's checked in for the Warriors. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Leonard dishes to Lee. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Lee's got 5. Warriors leading by 11. Freak kicks to Stoudemire. San Antonio with the rebound. And here's Rivers. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. From the line, can't get it to go.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit.
Here we go, San Antonio.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And here are the Warriors now. 11-point game. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Hicks in at point guard. Cauley Stein is out there with Iguodala. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's McLemore in at the 2. And that one misses. And he's good on the second. And for the Spurs, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. A drive by Collison. West kicks to Pondexter. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stoudemire. 5 on the clock. Pondexter from outside. That is good.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Here's Hicks. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Spurs trail by 9. Collison kicks to Green. Doubled by Hicks. Here's Collison, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
2 shots. 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line. Looks to me like they hit the refresh button here in the second half after shooting less than 40% from the field before the break.
But the defense allowed them to stay in it, and now with the offense looking rejuvenated, they've got to be feeling confident.
Hicks passes to Cauley-Stein. There's the bucket. Good. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
And thank you, Doris. Spurs making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in, and he makes the first.
Some good numbers for Sanders. He has 8 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
Freak kicks to Stoudemire. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to do. disrupt the alley-oop. On up the court. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Green.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And that one's good. Freak.
You love for any trip down the floor to end with a shot like that.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Down low, here's Aldridge. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Freak dishes to Stoudemire. Iguodala the pass to Hicks. They grab their own miss. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Leonard, he's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And the Warriors also making a change. Looney's checked in for Stoudemire. Sanders with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. He had a nice open look right there.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Passes it to Looney. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Draymond Green has checked in for the Warriors. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
All right, guys, come on. Get to a basket. Let's shoot some free throws.
You got it out.
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. Nice work, nice work. 2 more shots up before we get out of here.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Oakland as the Warriors go up against the Detroit Pistons. Looking at the Pistons, it must be pointed out that a win here would give them the 6th best record in the league. That's a pretty good spot to be in at this time of year. Almost the end of the regular season, several teams looking very good for the playoffs. Kenny, what's more valuable, having well-rested players or getting home court advantage?
Easy. If you're banged up, rest. If you're healthy, home court advantage. Easy, Ernie. But the rhythm and momentum are just as important entering the postseason.
You know what, Ernie? Back in the day, everyone tried to play a full 82. Even if you had a sprained finger or head cold, you're like, forget that, I'm playing. But my advice, if you have a shot at home court, you go for it.
You would play with a head cold?
Oh, my gosh.
I never got a head cold.
You're a warrior.
I always played with a head because I was cold.
Oh, nice.
Kevin Harlan ailing with a hangnail, but he's still here to make the call.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. First game back in Golden State for the Warriors. They're ready to play. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
So Detroit will get the first possession. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Andre Drummond is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. Now here's Drummond. 6 to shoot. Here's Caldwell Pope. He's covered by Thompson. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
And so it's Detroit with the ball, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep, and it's blocked by Curry. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Thompson misses.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Drummond a screen. The drive by Jackson. Offensive rebound.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And it's Iguodala with the jam.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that. But I will say, it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
And he gets it to go.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Stan Van Gundy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Thanks again, Doris.
And that's a smart foul there. Instead of giving up the easy deuce, send him to the line.
And he's not a very good foul shooter, so that's a heads-up play by the defense there.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something right now, I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There's the dish to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Detroit, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Now the pass to Gibson. To the inside. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. The shot misses. So Golden State will take it the other way.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's Gibson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Green. Down low. Out to Thompson. Shot from the top of the key. Count the bucket. Thompson's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in.
From the arc. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Out to the right wing. Curry wide open. That misses off the backboard.
Most of the time, that's
it straight in.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Here's Caldwell Pope, guarded by Curry. Now here's Jackson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New Orleans.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
1:04 left to play in the first. To the paint, the drive by Green, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Pistons trailed by 3. There's a screen. Thompson against Jackson. Here's Drummond. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Pass to Thompson. Goes up on the wing, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And so here is Golden State. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Pistons, Reggie Jackson out there with Garrett Temple. Then there's Harris. And it's Nance. And it's Ilyasova in at the power forward position. And it's Freak missing. Pistons trail by 7. And here's Jackson. Left side, Nance. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Nance has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Pistons. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs got down to business. He dropped in 24 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one. Guys.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
Jackson dishes to Temple. And the 3 off target. Warriors leading by 7. Passes it to Green. Out to the wing. McLemore inside the line. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Jackson passes to Nance. Back to Jackson. Shoots it. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now here's Jackson. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Shot is no good, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Freak kicks to Thompson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Livingston's checked in for Golden State. Looney comes in for Green. Bargnani has checked in for the Pistons. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the evening. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against New Orleans.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seem to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Now here's Freak. And there's the pass to Looney. 3-pointer. Good. And the Warriors lead by 15.
And chalk up a few more points for them there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Some changes for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Klay Thompson. And the first half is now in the books. The Warriors on top. They lead by 14. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Okay, man, put your...
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. There was nice rhythm to our transition game. We got some important points on the break. I think we keep the tempo brisk in the second half. And let's start every possession this half by looking to trigger the fast break. Less bodies on the defensive glass and more guys headed up the court looking for the outlet pass. We're the ones in charge of this game, and that's not going to change in the second half if we stick to the plan. Now let's polish this off in style.
Okay, fans, put your hands
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
It's been a solid outing for Thompson. 9 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Jackson against Thompson. It's Jackson with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's an impressive spin move there, Kevin. I wasn't expecting him to show handles like that.
Iguodala dishes to Freak. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. That's 7 points for Freak.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Pistons have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That free throw, no good. Stoudemire's checked in for Cauley Stein. Then for the Pistons, Ilyasova, he's checked in for Gibson. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Caldwell Pope. He hits the second from the line. Warriors leading by 13. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Detroit making a switch here. Nance is checked in. Freak kicks to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a wide open look for Freak. But they recover it. Off line with his 3. Pistons trail by 13. Temple the pass to Nance. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Stoudemire. Harris misses. Golden State's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Count the bucket. 11 points for Klay Thompson.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
And that one's good. That's 12 points for Draymond Green.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Jackson, that's good.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
And Freak throws it down.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Stoudemire dishes to Green. Here's Hicks. And the Warriors get it back. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Hicks. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Pistons second.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Jackson against Thompson. It's Jackson with the drive. Nance passes to Ilyasova. Jackson has the open look. Drains it from 17 feet out. Jackson's got 9 points in the quarter.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Hicks. Off target from three-point range.
He's frigid from three. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there, or that he keeps on trying to. Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
And he's good on the three ball. Freak's got 12. 106 left. To play here in the third. Jackson dishes to Harris. Feeds to Ilyasova. Green with the block. And he's able to get it back. And that is good.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Warriors leading by 16. Freak kicks to Stoudemire. Stoudemire, the screen. Tries a three. Again from deep. The three-pointer good from Hicks. Freak's got 11 in the second half. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Harris against Iguodala. Harris passes to Ilyasova. Another miss by Ilyasova.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Now here's Jackson. D right on him. Wide open. That's good.
Reggie Jackson.
Jackson's got 13 points.
He is scorching the D, exploding offensively.
Well, you know when you're in that kind of a zone, trust me, he knows he's in the zone right now.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Warriors on top, opening up a huge gap. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. On the floor for Detroit, Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Andre Drummond is out there with Taj Gibson. Drummond with a screen on Curry. The drive by Jackson. Here's Drummond. Warriors with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Back to Jackson. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Here's Looney, defended by Drummond. The shot by Looney, no good. Outside Jackson. They set the screen. Launches a three. And it's Freak with the rebound. Warriors leading by 20. To the paint. Looney passes to McLemore. Here's Hicks. And the Warriors miss again. Here's Looney. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. those free throws.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace.
Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Livingston. Iguodala comes in for Looney. Thompson, he's checked in for McLemore. And Freak subbed in for Curry. Then for the Pistons, Nance comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Jackson. Tries a three. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Bargnani with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. And it's Harris off the drive. Drummond, the shot misses. Great D that time from Green.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
The feed to Freak from past the arc. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Harris off the drive. Bargnani inside the three-point line. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Iguodala kicks to Freak, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
And it's Harris off the drive. Here's Drummond. It's rebounded by Golden State. Cauley-Stein's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
Clark, the bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Yeah, you always like to see that, Kevin, when your reserves can perform and help you pull out a win.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Freak. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was...
And the basket...
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to sell.
And they're going to let their guys hear it.
And it's Harris off the drive. The shot misses. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Stoudemire outside. Golden State moving the ball around. And that one's good.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had them on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at them.
The whole knockout blow. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Freak with it. Offline. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball.
Steph, in a big win here at home, obviously. How important is the momentum from playing a game like this?
Well, we just needed to win tonight. I mean, that was big for our morale in our locker room. And, we got to practice day tomorrow to watch the film and keep getting better. It does feel good to win, but we do have another tough game coming in. So we'll be ready. And
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
Just an amazing impact he had in this game after not even being in the starting lineup. He's an other, Ernie, and the crowd was loving it. They really enjoyed his style of play. He's going to continue to create more and more new fans for himself. I'm sure of that.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Warriors in Oakland. Well, for the Warriors, they've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight. Let's talk about Klay Thompson. One of the best wings in the NBA, might be the most complete shooting guard in the league. Most complete? What do you think?
I would have to say most complete. And, what I really like about his game, especially playing next to Steph Curry, when you play with a guy that has a little bit more, you tend to steal a little bit what they're doing. So, his